Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. My name is Jim Cagnina. I am Senior Market Strategist, and I am joined by our Senior Economist, the fabulous Tracy Shuchart, aka Shy Girl. Shy, good morning. How are you?
Good afternoon. What is afternoon?
For some
All good,
reason,
Jim.
things are so sleepy in the markets. Here's my excuse. Things are so sleepy in the market, it feels like it's early in the morning.
I'll go with it.
All right. What did I miss while I was sleeping at lunchtime?
All right. So we had Levitt had a press conference today, and she said she was asked by one of the reporters about the Intel deal, and she said the Intel deal is still being ironed out. Whatever that means, because supposedly this was a done deal, so perhaps it is not. She didn't go into further detail, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. Then the White House caught up with Trump, and they asked him about the overnight strikes in Ukraine. Trump said he wasn't happy, and he's going to make an additional statement on Russia and Ukraine later. And then antagonizing the situation, German Chancellor Merz came out and said, it seems clear that there's going to be no meeting between Putin and Zelensky. And we got a little bit of a bid in crude after these statements came out, so we'll keep an eye on that. And then, not necessarily news, but something to blow your mind about NVIDIA, right? So we know NVIDIA is 8.1% of the entire S&P 500. Now, 23% of their revenue came from Meta. 16% of their revenue came from Microsoft, which means combined, these two customers account for 40% of NVIDIA's revenue. And now their market caps combined are 18% of the S&P 500 in weighting. So you have these three companies with huge weightings with their business all interconnected in operation. So we pretty much need to hope this AI thing, continues continues to run all in because, there's a huge concentration risk, especially for a lot of these ETF investors. And so just thought that was very interesting, something to keep an eye on, especially because Meta's really been spending a lot of money. And I do expect at some point that's going to slow down a bit because they're burning through cash on this AI venture like water. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Well, that's an astounding statistic that you just mentioned, and that's just a huge piece of the pie. So yeah, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed as well. I'm going to use my chat GDP more just to support the industry. But we did have a 7-year Treasury auction today that wasn't a stellar. I'll just be nice about it. It wasn't that stellar. Now, 7 is an odd year, of course, but there's 44 billion on the table, so it happened anyway. Not quite as good as last time. So we'll keep tracking those auctions. The markets didn't move that much on that, so at least the 10 and 30 year didn't. So that's in our rearview mirror, thank goodness. And then one last thing I meant to ask you, Shai, is the White House press secretary the worst job on the planet?
Oh, yes. I would not like to be in that job whatsoever.
Everybody hates you no matter what, and you're a target for everybody. It's not even a 50-50 proposition. No, thank you. I don't care how much you pay. Anyway, let's talk about metals are moving, though. I mentioned maybe the equities aren't moving that much. Metals are moving. Let's start with gold.
Metals are on the move today. So, gold prices are up today. We have a weaker U.S. dollar. We still have Fed rate cut expectations of 88% of a 25 basis point cut. So we've talked about that before. Gold likes those. We also still have a little bit of worries about inflation. Gold can be an inflation head. We have geopolitical uncertainty going on, and we have strategic buying. We have that underlying bid from central banks. We are also seeing there's festivity demand in India. Right now, they're buying a lot of gold for their holidays. And of course, we have ETF flows adding to kind of overall momentum.
Yeah, I mean, the daily chart, I mean, this really speaks for itself. We started this rally all the way back down here on the 19th of August and just kept on going, with the exception of one little slowdown. But other than that, we just kept crushing milestone after milestone. And now this is just a tremendous bullish candle right now. There's no wick at the top. We're still getting higher and higher prices as we speak. And, we haven't closed this high only once before in recent memory, which is right here at 34.90. So we're getting close to that area as well. And it's not a funky kind of doji candle. This is a legit strong candle. So I'm super bullish right now. I don't think this is over yet. And my guess is we're going to maybe see $35. So we'll see how it goes. Stochastics are super strong here. Intraday, you could kind of see the price. We stayed below the session VWAP almost the whole session, right before the London initial balance, and we just never looked back. We had a really nice Brian Shannon VWAP touch right here. This is a 10-minute candle we're looking at on gold, and that was it from the 9 to 9:10 candle. Buyers came back in, pushed us back up all the way through the initial balance here in the U.S., all the way past Jax 2, and there we have it. We're staring at the one-day max yet again, Mentor Q, 34.80. So gold is definitely on the move toward the upside. Let's pivot over to silver while we're at it.
For silver markets, we have kind of the same thing. It's sort of a monetary metal as well as kind of an industrial metal. So demand is going up. When we see, gold price is very high, we start seeing more demand on the monetary side as a precious metal move upwards, demand for bullion and coins, etc. We're seeing this in platinum too, and we have that's also supply constraints. We've talked about this before. The market's in a deficit. We have global economic uncertainty. We still have a lot of industrial and investment demand going on, and that it's kind of that technical momentum is moving it higher.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the last 7 days, highly correlated with gold. We started this rally again, same day on the 18th, and we're just moving up. All the moving averages now are not only sloping up, but they're starting to diverge. In other words, they get further apart. You can see we had that kind of launch of that 8 EMA on the 20th. And if you look at where we're at right now, if we were to close right now, we would have a higher close than anywhere on my screen. So making new recent highs anyway. $40 is a psychological level. We're almost there. And my guess is we're going to hit it, but I could be wrong. It's happened before, I think. Stochastics are super strong up here, well above 80. Intraday, I hate to say it, I'm going to say it anyway. 1 day max is kind of defining the top of this pattern here. I mean, this is where we saw resistance. We rallied all the way after that London initial balance, all the way up to that 1 day max, 39.80. Love these levels. And now we're just kind of settled at Jax 1 right now. We're pretty much little baby candles here at the end of the day. We're kind of done, I think, in silver, unless something weird happens. On the downside, a point of control is a decent point of control. It's an okay volume profile. Not the greatest, but it's good enough for me to like it. So I do. Let's roll over to platinum, though. Let's keep going in the metals.
Right. Again, another market where we have a supply deficit. 1 million ounces this year alone. We're going to have a deficit next year. We've had a deficit for 4 years now. We have some producer restraints. We've had some problems in South Africa as far as them not having electricity often. In South Africa, they have a lot of grid problems, so that's held back some of those platinum producers. We've also had companies kind of hold back from ramping output this year, that because they don't know exactly where we are going to be with a lot of this uncertainty, but we continue to see higher demand now from retail. Again, like what we talked about in silver, where you're seeing gold or bullion and coins and et cetera, and jewelry starting to be elevated because gold prices are so high, and it's kind of it's still a precious metal, even though it is more of an industrial metal. Now, what I found most interesting about this market is it's been coiling for quite a while. So my guess is on this one, even though we are up today and we are kind of keep hitting that top of where your resistance is, I think when this market goes, it's going to do so with force, because I've been watching this market for years and years and years, and this is exactly what it does. And when it goes whatever direction that may be. It does so with force when it breaks out of sort of those consolidation zones.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great way to characterize it. I mean, this is coiling. I mean, I had my rectangle over here, but I'll just move it over to make this more obvious. I mean, ever since early August, that would be August 1st, the whole month of August, we're sideways. I mean, look at the moving averages. 21 is straight, the 8 is straight, the 50 is almost straight. I mean, this is suggesting just sideways action, and it has been for sure. I mean, I could put my crosshair in the middle and say every single candle traded through 1345 at one point throughout the whole month, and now we're bumping up against that resistance rectangle that I just drew. And you're absolutely right. If I see a close above this 1384 and then a confirmation candle, I think it could be off to the races again, back up to that 1500. So I have my eyes on that exact level. Let's get a close right above. Might not happen today, but 1385 would be trigger a light bulb over my head. So that is today's hot commodity report. Shai, thank you so much. Appreciate you being with us today.
All right, thank you, and I'll see everybody in the chat.
All right. Now, believe me, I'm not going to say it's time to trade the open because I know it's trade the close now. I got that straightened out. We are live with Xyzeee and Stowe. Stowe doing double duty today. How you gentlemen doing?
Doing good. How are you, Jim?
I'm doing good. I had a little rough lunch, but I'm through it now.
What happened? What was rough about the lunch?
I have one small little hole in my vacation plan that I'm trying to fill. Right. I won't bore everybody to death, but it's been an act of frustration, to say the least.
No, fair enough. You're gonna get it. You'll get it figured out. I know you will.
So equity's kind of slow to the roll again, huh?
Kind of, very.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I don't have much to say about this afternoon. I've traded today like a pile of garbage. But I mean, I pulled it out in the second half, but it was not a fun journey. It was a bogus journey, if that makes any sense.
Reminiscent of Bill and Ted, I guess.
Yes, of course.
Wow. All right. So you don't have a position on now, Stowe?
No, I'm making an ES ATM strategy at the moment.
ATM okay. Like OCO or ATM like you can't lose?
I think it stands for at the money. I don't know. There we go. ES3 lot. Okay. Let's see how it looks. Cool. All right. Looks like it might be working. So yeah, this day has been all over the place. I was able to get in here for some continuation long, but NQ is just standing up here. I mean, I watched this 776 to 760 auction for what? How long has this been doing this? That was 2 hours. Or no, that was 1 hour. Right here. Insane. So I don't know what's going on. But it has not given me a pullback big enough to get into, and so for those reasons I'm just chilling.
Yeah, I was talking to Shy on the green room before you guys got there about this, and it's like, keep in mind Monday everybody is and you might not be here in the US. Monday is a holiday here in the US. It's Labor
Mhm.
Day, so there's no NinjaTrader live, but also, it's not because of that, all the banks are closed and everything, and it's not really a great, even though there's a couple hours in the morning where you could trade, probably not a good idea on Monday. But Tuesday, again, people are going to start coming back from the lake house, from grandma's house, wherever they go for the last hurrah for the summer. And we should get a little bit more busy in the what I'm going to say the core part of the trading day.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Ah,
all right. And how about you, XYZ? You got something cooking here?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
all
I
right,
don't even
cool.
think the market's doing anything at all.
No, it's not. And we're kind of at like my final target at the moment for any sort of upside that I would have been looking for out of the day. So if we can smash into this 790 spot and like hang out up here, I guess we could keep partying, but I don't really have anything up here, and I'm not going to short it with the massive amount of buying that's happened today.
Yeah, I'll short under
So
750s.
there you go.
That's it.
You got a little, is there a little?
I would go short if you guys gave me a loan. And then
I
I
don't have
would
that.
consider
I don't have that kind of cash. You
it.
think I can bankroll somebody else's short margin position? Nah, no, sir. Not in this market.
A forgivable loan at that.
Okay, okay, yeah. We're gonna need
Any-
these are IOUs.
Any event, appreciate you guys as usual. You're awesome. Everybody, thank you for listening to Ninja Trader Live. We appreciate that. Appreciate the thumbs up. We appreciate the subscriptions. We appreciate you guys spreading the good word. These guys are here working hard, and I am ready to learn something. So I'm going to dip over in the chat and wish you guys the best of luck.
Sounds good, Jim. Thanks, man. Hey, you got, let's see. You got 1 hour and 15 minutes. Let's get that hotel booked. Let's see if you can do it.
Will do. Roger that.
All right. Thanks, Jim. Hmm. XY, my friend. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Good.
Just doing nothing.
Yeah, me too.
Woke up too late, missed the offer I was looking for.
Boy, I got bowled up today. Ooh, boy, I got excited today. Today was the day to sleep in, dude. You win. You win today. Yeah, because I got in big trouble. Well, not big trouble. I just made some poor decisions based on my own bullish emotions. There was like what time was this? Okay, 45 seconds into the session today, XY. Price got Price instantly mooned 40 points, and then without any sort of anything lifted 1,300 lots and just kept blasting. So I was like, I was on the rocket for a second.
Well, you know why, right?
I paid the
They
price.
decided the guy at 720 needs to die immediately.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And then once we got up there, I mean, it's kind of been support now that we're back on top, but this, I mean, it came way down and got nasty under the London lows for a second, and then that was at least a decent bounce. But I thought I thought I was stuck under this 620 guy in the morning. I was in like peak despair, like 10 a.m. So
I mean that's your arch nemesis.
I know it's
We
been a
finally killed him.
roller coaster.
They got
I
him.
almost hate that guy more than I hate the 420 guy. Almost.
There's a new sheriff in town. It's 620. Yeah.
No, Ronto, I'm not still in that long. I did not hold a long into the afternoon at all. I got out of it right here at 7:16. I hit my profit target on that account for the day, so I have switched accounts, which is something that I do to lock in profits throughout the day. if I'm trading multiple accounts and
Wait, so you're
have
saying you
different
pretty much
things
took
cooking.
longs today, right?
I did. I did not take a short, not a
Wait,
single
that
one.
isn't, I mean, it looks, my first thought when I got to this was longs are better.
Yeah, I just got eaten up being overly aggressive up here at like 680. Um, yeah, so I took a bunch of stops here in like and it's
Oh, this is later. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So I got in. I ended up buying like almost the nut low at 583, and then I held that all day up until this is where I got out of my last ad was at 716. So I got it back and did I finally got a good trade on that was working, and I identified it, but they had me in the first half. Not gonna lie, as the kids say.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like, okay, apart from that offer, it's just the first time back into this zone, right? Which is the only reason you look for the offer.
Yeah,
Apart from that, it looks like as soon as they did that, came down back into this whatever yellow zone, and then they kind of flipped it. They couldn't even go lower anymore.
no,
They actually started drifting higher and they held it every time, right? They trapped every time. So I think bullish was the right, by every measure, I would say staying bullish is the right move because it became two distributions in a way, right? You've got lower range and then higher range. And this big wash down, like, yeah, maybe it was spooky and all, but all it did was get back to the prior range right here.
yeah, no.
And
That's where I messed up. That's where my process got all out of whack. Was I know I know better than to wait for like these are the spots I should have waited for back in 580, back at that same spot that it was bid, all day yesterday. That was all 580s. I just got excited because I'm like sometimes I get excited.
well, I mean, here you are talking about how terribly you traded today, yet you're making money. So,
Yeah.
chat,
Well,
what's he
no.
crying about, chat?
Yeah, I know. I'm not trying. Yeah, I'm crying. Oh, money. Oh,
Ooh,
what's it say?
I
Oh,
didn't make five
boo.
figures. Oh, it's so terrible. It's so terrible. I hate this game so much.
Oh man, I almost did a Bretsky impression just then. Oh, but I'm sure I made $500 in 30 seconds. Yeah. Chat, if you don't know this about me and XY, not only do we both enjoy gambling, but we also enjoy watching very funny gamblers on on the internet do little what do they call them, like shorts.
I mean, I
It's
guess, yeah, content, shorts, videos, who knows?
it's very good.
I'm not the right guy to ask.
I gotta get I need to reach out to Bretsky and tell him how much I love him, just to make sure that he knows, because he brings me so much
Just
joy.
reach out to him and be like, have you tried trading?
Yes, Ronto, I play poker. Lots of people do. Caleb, if NQ dumps, where are you both looking for a buy? Well, I don't. And I
I
don't
want to get
know.
in with the dump.
Yeah,
I don't have buy targets. I want to see them lose some volume and I'm gonna try to dump it with the market. So I'm looking at chat now. I mean, there's a lot that's been going on. So someone wants to be on the show. Ronto
Oh
says
yeah.
it's always the same story. What's always the same story?
Ooh, Mark wants to see the ugly chart. You're like, sure, Mark, let's go. We're not in a trade. We can peruse the ugly chart for a while if you want to.
Cheryl,
Um,
Monday's closed.
so this is the top of the monthly VWAP band. So this is monthly plus one right now for all of August, and August is almost over. So this is a lot of data. Enjoy, enjoy. Look at
It's
it.
so ugly. Oh, it
Look
gets
at. Oh
worse.
yeah, it gets worse
It's
the
like a
further
video
back
that
you
gets
go.
worse as you watch it.
So yeah, I don't have anything up here other than previous week value area high, previous month high, previous week high. All this stuff up here. We can go take those out, I guess. And with this infinite bid that's going on, we might as well. But I don't have any way to get in. So I guess to answer Caleb's question, I'll buy like I don't know. I hate buying the IB. I'd like to see no, actually no. I don't have anything. If we get back to 740s, 750s and bounce again, sure, but I'm probably going to just let XY grab a short and be
It
done.
looks like your chart is pretty much just saying like don't touch the yucky zones,
Kind of.
the yellow zones. Like price doesn't
Yeah.
want to go there because it's like ugly and
Gross.
nasty.
Well, I like to touch it when it's inside of the yellow, especially inside of the top yellow. Like if you go all the way back here, this was all great
Oh yeah.
time. Great time to be alive. And then as soon as it wasn't, then it wasn't.
Ah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have anything good to say today. Oh, okay. Ugly chart's gone. Everybody can chill.
All right, let's go through chat. Good morning, good afternoon. Sorry, I think XY wakes up late on purpose. Well, I got up later because it was supposed to be my day off, and then Leo needed a cover, so I'm back. Um, Alfonso, great to see you, man. Always, always great to see you. Thank you, Dumps. Oh, we just went through that. Alfonso's talking to his mom. Uh, do, do, do.
Yeah,
Oh,
composite
Ronto
traders,
was
right?
talking about me waking up late. Well, it's early for me. It's late for you guys. And then the
You got
chat
people
is,
calling you sensei in here.
where is that? I haven't gone there
It says sensei XYZ. I love you. Is what it says.
yet.
I tried to read that in.
It's
Is
like
exactly how it was
feel like a
typed.
rock star. Some people in the crowd, with some signs up.
Woo! Take your shirt off. Yeah. Don't clip that.
They're gonna clip. They have to clip that. That was my first thought. I was like, here we go. There's another one.
There's
Another
another one.
banger. What is that yellow indicator? Ooh.
Don't worry about it. You don't want it.
Brother,
Every time you pull up that chart, it's gotta.
Ugh.
Where's Kane? I don't know where Kane is.
I don't know.
He
Probably
was
just
here in the
hanging out.
chat just earlier.
Was Kane here? I missed Kane today. Or I wasn't.
He's here. Look, I'm here listening.
Oh, hey, brother.
Kane, what are we thinking? Are you long? Are you short? Is the market doing nothing?
Kane's been leaning along since yesterday.
What? Bro?
Yeah, I believe so. I listened to the morning show, and he was saying he was set up higher time frame to just try to find a long to get into. I think him and Leo got into one, or Leo at least got into a great one yesterday.
That's a hell of a long price. Or what? Globex literally opened and decided, yeah, only up now.
Oh, that's right. No, Kane did that. Kane took that on his own stream, that short. That's right. I watched that. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
I'm
the
an
short that
idiot. I'm
crushed my
forgetting.
dreams.
Yes.
I remember that short.
Yep.
The one I had runners into. Rip.
Yeah, it was not a clean. They did not let me in a clean way today either, Kane. It was not very nice. And now they're not letting me in at all. This thing is just
Well, I mean,
furious.
they're telling you, get in, loser, we're going higher.
Yeah. Yeah, something loser.
Yeah. Old Stowe would have bought every single price.
I don't know. I did. Yeah.
I don't, yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably just I'm just not being
I mean, it's really
Chad
hard to
enough.
buy this, honestly. This is like, they're doing some price discovery right now.
Well, okay, here's the thing. So when price is moving this slow, I don't really like if I'm in a trend, I try to scale out of my position at the top of these bands because it's highly unlikely that we're going to leave them. That being said, here's ES completely outside of it. So like I also eventually got in the good ES long and I took it out right here at 1250. Like, okay, this is good. I'll be in this, but so I haven't really made great decisions on either side. Even in my winning trades today, I've still been exiting and then not being rewarded for that clean exit. Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, JS says he can buy one if we want to see this crash.
A new high would be
Do we
encouraging,
all
Tom.
have this superpower? I feel like
We're
we all
getting,
have this superpower.
we do for sure. Everyone is fadeable. 3 o'clock. You gonna do anything? You got anything for me? Can I get a 4-point pullback?
They're just gonna keep grinding. Like best I can do is a 2.5 points. Best I can do. 2.5 point pullback, and the next 5 minutes will go up another 2.
Crazy.
ATR is 4, so that's cool.
Wow.
Very
wow.
cool, huh?
Holy Moses. Oh,
So in
yeah.
case you guys didn't know, you are seeing our faces again tomorrow morning.
That's right.
I am waking
And
up as early as I ever have on stream.
I'll be up so early to watch PAX. PAX is streaming live or trading live tomorrow too. And
Yeah,
I
I'm
am
gonna be up
stoked for that.
actually pre-market. I will be up pre-market, which is
That's awesome.
insane to think about. So you guys better tune in.
Yeah, it's gonna be so cool.
Hans has a question.
What do you got, Hans?
Oh, Hans. Yeah, I would say ES first for sure.
Yes.
ES first. I don't know how else to put it, but I've always said like ES's order flow is more true. And I say that because tick by tick it
Mm.
matters. The book is thick enough so that when you start to see something, right, certain things like absorption, blah blah blah, it's more meaningful than NQ. NQ is very gradient. You can see that certain activity across like 5 points, right? Um, or if it's even higher volatility, it could be across like 10. But ES, the book is so thick that you'll not only have more time to digest the order flow, but I don't know how else to say it, but it's more true. NQ pokes around a lot, and you'll see something for 1 second, and the next second it's as if it never happened, but it doesn't happen too often in ES that way. So I would say get acquainted with the ES ladder for sure.
Yep.
Nail down the concepts of utilizing your ladder, and then you can slowly apply it to NQ and spread it out to be more gradient. That's actually that's at least what I did. So, and it was tricky. It definitely had me in the first half.
It's just NQ is a lot to look at. So like if you don't know what you're looking for yet, you just don't look at it yet until you do. It would be my only advice. And even then it's going to take you like a year of staring at it to find
Or
the same
spam
things.
replay. Just replay a lot.
Yeah, replay. Yes. That's key. You have to replay NQ.
Replay is like getting the answer key to all the future exams ahead of time.
That's a good way to. That's a great way to put
So
that.
when it happens again, you'll remember what you replayed and you can play it accordingly.
XY, where can we watch you in the morning? Right here, baby.
Right here.
10 a.m. tomorrow. Or
Tomorrow, me and Stowe.
if you live in his house, you could watch him sleep in the morning. That's the only thing he does in the morning, other than trade.
I sold out of all those mentorships. The one where I actually take you into my home. What do they call them? Incubators? Yeah.
Incubators, yes. Yeah.
We're sold out.
JD, you might think it's weird. Maybe I want to hang out with XY that much. I could stay in his house. I mean, like, I'm a pretty good house guest. I'm really good at laundry. I'm really good at dishes.
Time
I
to
like
prove it.
dogs. I like
Time to prove
pets.
it. You know what's funny? I've been seeing a lot of these like trading influencers or gurus, furus, mentors, whatever, on YouTube. And what they do is
Okay.
they like legit rent out an Airbnb for like a month or something. And they get all their mentees in there and they just live together and trade. And I guess they coach. And I guess that's the new thing. So it's time for me and you to go look at some Airbnbs, right? You say you're good. You say you do laundry, all that stuff. It's time to see.
Yeah, let's get Let's get a big house and fill it with strangers from the internet.
Yes.
And that
Yes.
sounds so
And
good.
nobody knock on my door before the IB closes.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, how many locks can I have on my room in this house? I'm sure they're doing it, Tex. That makes very, very good sense. Um,
What
yeah, that's
candles?
probably a young man's game if you never
Oh yeah,
experienced
definitely.
that. But I'm old and I like my stuff, so yeah,
And I don't want
uh,
strangers touching
I
my stuff.
yeah, I just don't.
You're
I just
weird.
I know I just don't want anybody touching my
What a
stuff.
weird quirk.
Don't
These candles are Heikin candles. 1 minute. Trading Baba.
I've started to get a lot of questions about why I use Hekinashi candles, and I don't. So that's been weird for me the
I
last
was
couple
just gonna
days.
say, you use Heikin candles?
No, I sure don't. I hate those things.
They're the best.
I don't. They don't make any damn sense to
Big
me, dude.
sleepover. Uh-huh. I don't want to see XY sleeping in his robe. We don't have to lie to everybody. Catfish. Our chat's getting out of pocket here.
Put
Let's
it
skim
back in the
through.
pocket.
Let's
Back in the
skim
pocket, guys. We got
through.
50 minutes left of this
Yeah,
day, so
let's
let's not get
skim
too
through it.
weird.
The murder documentary after that will be interesting. Yeah, the one guy that got faded by everybody. Oh, he's gonna get his revenge, all right.
Oh.
Wasn't that a good taper? It's a decent taper, but yeah, like it's a good enough taper, but I want to see like catastrophic loss of ground from the buyers first. It's not really happening. I think maybe if they fall under into the 70s and they can't trade the 80s anymore, maybe, but I really want to see it back into and under the 750s for a short. I just don't know how fast they can get that done because, well, the market does close not too long from now. So
Yeah.
I am stalking that though, for sure. So I'm just reading chat in the meantime.
This might have been our pullback right there.
Yeah, hope so. But I
Bean's
want
trying to
proof.
ask me everybody's asking me what pullback I'm buying right now. I'm like, you guys know
But are
me
you
a
long
little
yet?
too well.
Still, they've already pulled it back 3 points. Why aren't you long?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I couldn't pull the trigger on that 15 point pullback.
Yeah, you need a 20-point liquidation.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's possible this could be the start of it. It's possible that it'd be too early too. So I think I would rather see more damage.
yeah. ES didn't move an inch. Also, by the way, like you see, yeah, you saw that this little scoot around, and then ES is just like,
Yeah,
nope,
ES
never
is like
mind.
still main node, high node. It's nothing, not a problem.
Oh, piece of cake.
No danger in sight.
I mean, this is pain buying up here. Like this is like all bid. Yeah, look at the good
Pain
lord,
buying.
pain buying. Even I feel bad for sellers sometimes. Not often. Trading Baba asks, "How are we so chill while trading?" Because you have to be, or else we would die.
Yeah, quite literally, you will actually die.
Yeah, if you don't figure out how to get chill and stay chill while you're
Your high blood
putting risk
pressure,
on,
it'll get you.
yeah, it'll get you, dude. You got to figure it out.
I mean, still, at the end of the day, this is just another trading day. There will be another. It's just
Yep.
an hour. There will be another hour. Yeah, it's what's the word? Inconsequential. If
Yep.
nothing happens in the next hour, so be it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be another day. Many more hours.
It's a little bit of a Zen approach and also a little bit of a fatalist approach too. So it's like a light,
The way
nice
I
little
see it
marriage.
is like it's always all right. My thing is I get to desk, I gotta put on some music, chill out, right? Everything's
Yeah.
mellow. I'm sitting here and the market's gotta convince me that there's something worth doing. If not, it's cool. Some people like they'll probably sit there in the dark, no music, so you're just kind of like you're really locked in, but for no reason. And
Yeah.
then you just end up doing stuff, right? For me, it's like, I'm just chilling. If there's something, there's something. If not, I'm just here. There's some music. We're relaxed.
Yeah. Most of my errors this morning out of the gate were errors made because I was putting my own expectations onto the market for the first
It is
20
kind of like a
minutes.
double-edged sword, right? So some people, hardcore traders or, ex-traders, they'll tell you like the only way to make it is if you sacrifice your family on your quest to trading success and you've got no friends left. And that's just, there's those, and then there's like the flip side, maybe like us newer generation traders, it could be more chill. It's like you just show up,
Yeah.
and if there's nothing, there's nothing. You don't have to show up super mega locked in, like staring at the chart with intent. Like I'm so locked in right now. Watch me crush the market, and the market's just not doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a double-edged sword. Take it, for whatever path you want. But
I would take the chill one with the family. That's just me.
hey, something for everybody.
That's just me.
Something for
I don't know.
everybody.
The other one, it sounds cool and all to have the grind set and like grind forever and have a
Like
Lambo,
grind yourself into the ground.
but if you don't have anybody to hang out with at the end of the day, it's not really going to be that cool. So, like, it's important to have the people to hang out with at the end of the day, possibly more important than money. I don't know. I'm
Being
not,
able to trade the next day is also cool.
that's
And to
cool.
do that, not only do you have to not have lost all your money, but you also have to be alive.
Yep, true.
So keep the blood pressure in check, all that stuff. Yeah.
Sir Viwa locked himself in a room and traded Summer Vol like a hyperbolic time chamber. That's one way to do it. That's one way to do it. Uh,
Is
I
my
don't
opening range? My opening, it's just initial balance.
I I definitely understand like it takes a lot of hours to do this and you can to a degree, especially if you're younger, like um expedite that with a lot of study in
That's
the
replay
evening
mode.
and replay mode. For the first 2 3 years of my life doing this, I was up till 1 in the morning every night doing replay, easily putting in 4 hours after the market was closed just on, study work, whether it's like learning a new thing, watching a new thing, practicing the new thing, figuring out the new thing was bullshit, switching to another thing. Yeah, all
Finding out
that
actually
stuff.
all of it is.
Yeah, find it
Sometimes
out.
you just gotta do what you do and manage risk. Guys, you'd be
Yeah,
surprised. The only real secret is just manage the risk. Because everything in some way is a coin flip, right? Just
yeah.
make sure the risk is managed and you'll be fine.
Oh, good. John Doe asks, does replay show order flow? Of course. Yeah, dude. And the other cool thing about that is you can replay on like half speed. So that's what I did a lot when I was first learning order flow. I slowed that thing down to like 50%. And I would go through. Actually, this was like when I first got into order flow labs, I would say is when I first started with actual understanding of order flow. Um, and I would go through the chat and see what trades people took throughout the day. And then I would go back in those moments and replay that at half speed on NQ so I could see, watch the DOM, watch the tape, watch the delta volume profile, and see if I could pick up a pattern in there that would trigger me for an execution at that spot too. So,
Yeah,
and
that
I
is the
get,
key.
and
So
I did
everyone will
that
say
for
screen time,
years.
You need like 8 years, 8 hours a day, no eating until you've made a profit. Like this is what it takes to make it in order flow. Stare at a DOM and nothing else. But there's this thing called replay mode. So what I did was similar. It would be always pivotable or pivotal things that occurred in the market, whether it's like, this happened at this swing or whatever. So I'd go back
Yeah.
and I'd replay those specific spots. Like Stowe mentioned, you go in the chat, you see like, okay, what did someone do? Or like just looking at your chart, like, oh, this seems like it played out well. I want to see what the signatures are in this kind of a setup. What tells me this could be for real, and what tells me this is probably a crock of shit, and I'm not going to take this trade, right? So over
Yeah.
time, you get so many sample sizes, you get so many things, and then you intuitively start to develop pattern recognition the same way you do with price action or this or that. You know what kind of order flow is like, nah, that's Fugazi. I'm not getting along with it. And some, it's like, okay, this does have edge. I'm gonna get along with it. But it takes a lot of screen time, which can be expedited with replay mode. So
Yep.
for me, instead of slowing it down, when it gets to that specific moment, I'm 1x, but I use a lot of like 5x, right? So what I did was I essentially manipulated time. So what I did is I would 5x and I would go through days and days and days. I think an average a session would be like 30 minutes, and I'm going through multiple days. I'm
Yeah.
getting so much screen time because I'm manipulating time and space. Like when Stowe's done with one session, I'm already next year. I've done all the sessions that took place in that year, and I've gathered all that order flow knowledge on the DOM. But jokes aside, yes, that's actually what I did. I ran like a whole week, multiple sessions, sitting there at faster speed. And when it got really important, I would narrow it down to 1x. Now, the second part is what I realized was on replay mode, even if it's a market I don't remember. So I'm not hindsight trading it, and I'm doing so well. I'm like on the DOM, I'm slicing and dicing. You can't stop me,
Hmm.
right? But then when it's a live market, I'm like, okay, I'm getting sliced and diced. What is going on? And I
Yeah.
realized because I was doing it at 5x, it eliminated the need for patience and execution. So I kind of
Oh.
figured, why do I do so well in the DOM in replay on 5x? But in a live market, I'm getting crushed. I'm getting tricked. I'm getting fooled. I'm too early. And so I kind of assumed okay, maybe I just need to be more patient. On 5x, you don't really have to be patient. And then you guys can see how I trade now. I wait around because I started to exercise more patience and the trades got better. And this is through trying to realize why it was so much easier to navigate the DOM on 5x versus real-time 1x. So usually the answer is just, hey, just wait until the market's just giving you so much info. You're like, all right, I really got to do something about it now.
Yeah.
And if it's not enough yet, now are you willing to pay for incomplete information? The answer is probably no. So that's how I do it. But that is a trick. Yes, you will do so much better when you do the 5x replay because I want to get through this session so I can go try to get screen time on the next and just do things over and over. But at 5x, eliminating the patience part of execution is something you have to be very mindful of. So a little tidbit for you guys.
There you go.
Am I a
Dom,
time lord now?
yes, you are. You certainly are, ever since you made that meme. Um, yeah, Dom, the Apteros thing is going great. I started that. I got all set up with that account, which is cool. And yeah, started trading it today. Dug myself a nice big hole in that thing to start the day, actually, if you want to know the truth. Not too
But you're,
big.
but you're green, right? So you're like Bane. Just climbed out of it.
Hopped right out.
What do I need to see to take a short? I mean, I'm starting to see it. They are struggling with volume. I think for me, ES will have to play ball too. So I want to see NQ lose this, which they're in the process. Maybe, maybe not. Who cares? I don't care. Because I want to see ES lose its node. I think Stowe, you got an ES chart up on
I
you?
do.
Yeah, yeah. Pull that bad boy up.
Here you go, bud.
That node, that LVN right there, it's got to trade under it,
This
guys.
guy.
So I want
Yeah,
to
I mean,
see,
yes, made and held a single print somehow at the
yeah.
end of the day.
So not only does NQ have to trade 770s at least,
Yeah, at least.
preferably 750, honestly. ES also has to lose that node. And if that parameter is not met, I'm not touching this thing.
Yep. Um, I would need to see. I might need to be held at gunpoint to take a short right now. I don't. There's so much I would need to see. We would have to be like way below. ES would have to come down here and lose 5-10.
Someone's short. JD Trader, what got
I
you
don't.
short?
I don't
I'm
know.
curious. I don't have a
It's
high time frame ES chart up, so I can't see. But on my current ES chart, it looks like the price is very high up there.
Ernest asks, "What's the pivot level on your chart? Are you talking about
Oh, this
XYs?
is
Is
an
that the Joe pivot?
OFL prep. I joke a lot about proprietary lines, but this is quite literally a proprietary line. It is
Yeah.
a an OFL study.
Yep.
Yeah, so you have to get OFL and you'll get what's called the Joe pivot. This thing, you hate it when you're trading into it, and you'll love it if you're trading with it. That's all I gotta say. I mean,
Yeah,
the
and we
market's proved it
honestly don't
today.
know how it works.
Yeah, I have
So
no idea how it works. It's actually proprietary.
it is literally proprietary.
So when I say things like proprietary, it just means I have no idea what I'm talking about.
It's kind of like a dishwasher, you know? You use it every day, no idea how it works until it breaks and you have to take it apart.
It's like, how does it work? Who cares? Just put your stuff in it. The Joe pivot is where all my stops get hit, I think. Yeah.
It's yeah,
If you have
been
a
there.
stop there, it's gonna get hit for sure. Yeah, glad to have you here, Ernest.
Where did you guys learn how to read the DOM and order flow? I don't know. The internet?
Um, a lot of replay mode.
Yeah, just
And I
replay.
mean, we've been in OFL since the beginning,
Yeah.
and it is like the beginning of our trading futures journey too. So, I mean, I credit a lot to the OFL community, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
I do credit them with everything from my beginning with order flow for sure.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know how else I would have done it.
yep. Replay really works to backtest. Yeah. Honestly, replay mode is a cheat code. It's just people don't want to put in the time, or maybe they don't realize how good it is. But I abused replay mode, man. I spammed it like no other. I spent many hours outside of market hours. Yeah, the first few years. I'm studying hard. I'm waking up early. I'm up at 5:30 my time, right? What's that like 2:30 Eastern?
Hmm.
I'm up,
Yeah.
I'm digesting pre-market. I'm doing all that stuff. I spent a long time getting all that down. So now I can get to a point where I can show up, I can see what happened, and I still have some kind of pattern recognition, some intuitive parts of those days to properly digest what has happened overnight into pre-market, into IB. Without that, it's not possible.
Here's a fun one. You want to take this Jesse question, or do you want
What's
me to
this?
take it?
How are you identifying spoofing? Mm.
Looking at all those fake orders actually help you, lol.
The thing is, if someone flashes big size on the DOM, I'm already gonna assume it's a spoof.
Yeah, it's
Every
just
time I see big size, I'm thinking, yeah, let's see. Let's see
yeah,
if you
right.
really want the fill, right?
Let's see him get filled. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
And
that's why
then,
I don't look at resting liquidity hardly at all. So
yep.
those
I
don't
let's
those
be
don't help
honest.
me in
You've
any
got a
way.
big order. You're not gonna flash that size right there. You're gonna iceberg it in or something, you know. But when they do flash, then it's like, all right, how does the market react to that order being advertised then, right? And then if it's inching towards it, it's like, all right, well, let's see if they've got the balls to fill. And then what happens after? And if they flash the size and price moves away from it, then it's like, all right, well, I don't really care because that doesn't tell me anything.
Yep. Yeah, that's why we look at delta. That's why we look at the at bid, at ask columns, because that is what was actually transacted. Those
Yeah.
are I pay more attention to market orders than I do limit orders.
I think it's the same idea, the same concept as being reactive and not predictive. So what someone advertised 500 lots, like what's the market doing?
Yeah.
And that's what matters to me. How much is big size?
Yeah.
NQ, I would say like anything over 100 is quite a flash.
Yeah.
ES, it's got to be like 1,000 maybe, like
Yeah.
500 or 500 or more. But yeah, Jesse, it's largely noise, right? It
Yeah.
it doesn't
It's a lot of noise.
doesn't tell you much. Yeah, it's just speculative. A lot of people use that to kind of like shill some kind of strategy where like you have some mind reading capability just by seeing large orders resting on a book,
Hmm.
but it's pointless, honestly. the market does gravitate towards liquidity, but it just wants to do business. If there's other liquidity on the way to that big order, it's just going to do the business there until it's done. There's
Yeah,
no
I've seen
guarantee
that
that's
so
going to
many
get to the
times.
order.
Like it's like, oh, it's always in hindsight. Somebody points it out. You're
Oh
like,
yeah,
well,
it's like
you
they
see
spotted
something.
it on Tuesday and it filled next
Here
Wednesday,
it
and they're like,
is.
"Yep, see,
Somebody knew something. Somebody knew something. No, they didn't.
tell them
No, they
chat,
did not.
Discord confirm, Discord confirm. We hit this, we hit the trade. Yeah, like
Joy, yeah, I don't pay, honestly, I don't pay any attention to resting liquidity, like really at all, other than I see it there. And if we come up to it from up or down and it gets filled, sometimes I'll be like, whoa, that's cool. But it's just because I like the game. I'm just excited to see people do stuff. I don't use that in any way to trade.
reverso. Market order stuff is an estimate. No, market orders are
Nope.
very literal.
Yep.
You will see
They
them
are
on
not an
Delta, you see
estimate.
them on the bid ask. So market order is to cross the spread, which means you want the fill, which means you're getting the fill, which means it has been filled and you can see it. Limit orders is what you're thinking of, probably. Um, Stowe, you pay more attention to pull stack and delta profile compared to resting?
Yeah,
Yes, he certainly
absolutely.
does. As you should, I would say. Oh, this is interesting. Being order flow traders, do you guys actually believe ICT concepts are legit, or do you think there's just different ways to skin the cat? I think there's just different ways to skin the cat. I
Yeah.
think ICT concepts are largely price action. So I
Yep.
think that they're legit and that yes, they can definitely work. But I don't think some dude got kidnapped by guys in a black van because he helped them code what you're looking at in front of you.
That is good lore, though. It's great lore.
Yeah, that is it is.
So there's got to, yeah.
I think
So
it rivals Scientology.
it's just
It's
as good.
really good.
It's really good. So as an appreciator of lore, I enjoy stuff like that because I think it's funny. Um, I think that we should all not take ourselves seriously enough that we can't be made fun of or make fun of each other for the goofy things that we think actually happen in the market. Because usually it's not really anything.
Honestly, if
Um,
you make plenty of money trading ICT, do not let guys like us tell you what to do.
Yeah. And because I'm trying to figure out some of the ICT concepts now, there's a lot of similar things. And like, just because I was able to see the market through the lens of order flow trading and VWAP stuff and like the things I've, mashed together in a ball with duct tape to figure out how to trade, just because I was able to do that with like those four things doesn't mean that someone can't do the same or better thing with like a different four things. Doesn't make it any better or worse. Um, yeah, but there's lots of goofy stuff to be made fun of with us too. Like there's absorption everywhere. There's exhaustion everywhere. If you watch the Dom long enough, you'll literally go insane. There's tons of jokes to be made about order flow trading too.
Order flow is literally all the time, everywhere, all at once. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
honestly, everything works. Like I said earlier, it's just about risk management. Everything leads you to the same thing. It's the coin flip. It's putting on the trade. It's buying the ticket for access. It's setting the stop. Everything
yeah.
leads to that same path. And as long as you get the risk management part right, you should be well off. Obviously, if the strategy has proven edge, right? But ultimately, it's
Reverso
just
has a good point. And Reverso, I want to speak directly to you because this was my old beef with ICT before, like years ago. They don't incorporate volume at all. And I use volume pretty much in everything that I'm up to, right? But the thing is, they still make money without it. So who cares?
seriously. I don't care if you guys are trading the 1 second chart or I don't know, UFO abduction strategies. If it makes you money, you don't need to hear anything from us.
Yep.
Honestly, we should have no bearings on your trading because you're
Nope.
making money. It's
We
very
should just
hard to
be here
do
for
in
the
this
for the
game.
lulls
Yeah,
and chilling and the
just
vibes.
chilling, maybe bounce ideas, but yeah, if you guys, there's no one way, and I do really hate that about. And every trading discipline has got those folks, right? There's gonna
Yeah.
be order flow people saying everything you do is fake. We see the real thing,
Yep.
and then there's gonna be the this and that, and then everyone's like, why even do that? There's no one way. It's just whatever speaks to you. So if you're someone that's like, okay, well, the ICT stuff and the this time frame, whatever speaks to me, then it is what it is. We're all just trying to find a pattern that works, right? No
Yeah.
matter how it's visualized. We're looking for one, at least just one pattern that works. And however
Well,
your
I'm
brain can comprehend it is where it's at.
XY. So I'm trying, and we talked about this a little bit just between ourselves. I'm trying to learn that T trades model thing, right? And it involves looking at the shape of candles and counting, candle types and spotting reversal types based on like a 3 candle pattern and a bunch of other stuff, right? But like, it took me all week just to be able to look at candlesticks and look at what they were shaped like and be able to see the thing because I'm so not used to doing that at all. But I mean, once it clicked, I was like, whoa, okay.
It's for
Now I
real.
see what other people are seeing when they're looking at that stuff.
It's for real. I've
Yeah.
been doing it forever. That's why I always have like my favorite time frame is a 5 minute for a reason, right? The beginning of my trading was a 5 minute, and I'm used to seeing how candles close, how they open, patterns, 2 bars, 3 bars, bar by
Right.
bar. It all
Yep.
matters to me. And it's helped a lot. And so I'm always gonna be like, dude, everything works. Just manage the risk.
Yep.
And I love price action. I would consider I am order flow focused, but I would also say I'm a hybrid trader, price action with order flow because it just works for me. It's easy for me to visualize. It's easy for me to understand. If I can attach the two, which is what I do largely, I'm good for it. Yeah. I think it's a positive. There was a question about if I think this high is good. I think NQ's high is totally fine. I don't like ES's high print, 78 by 376. I absolutely hate it. Um, but if the market doesn't care about it, I'm not going to either. So if we do trade under the 14s ES, I would be willing to engage in shorts. Yeah, please hit the likes. I don't know where we're at. We're talking a lot of trash. Trust me, they're jokes.
I think we did pretty
Uh,
good. I mean, that Jesse dude was obviously trying to troll and do a thing, but there's a
was
good
he?
conversation to be had. Yeah, look at it.
I
Yeah,
thought he,
he
I,
called us
dude, the
fake.
chat's just moving. I'm just like trying to go through it, you know?
But I mean, with every troll attempt, there is like a decent conversation in there. So I'm
All are
interested in
welcome
having
here.
that all the time. Yeah.
Trolls, fans, friends. You guys can do it all. Yeah, there's always something, whether it's order flow or price action or this or that or whatever. It all leads you to the same thing. Where are you planning to flip the coin? Make sure the coin pays you more than it takes from you, from either side.
Wants me to bring the kid on. She's at school, bud. I can't get her in here yet. She's not even off
Take
the
her out of
bus.
class. Yeah, so guys, I do like I use bar by bar, right? So price action and patterns. Patterns not as like price action patterns, but more of like candlesticks, right? Strong closes, weak closes, continuation bars, reversals. I really like the 3 bar reversal. Everyone knows that one. And then I use order flow. I use order flow extremely heavily. You guys know this.
Yep.
And I also use squiggly lines. I have a 9 EMA and a 20 EMA on a 5 minute. I use it all. I think it's whatever speaks to you, whether it's this or that. We'll make jokes about it, sure. But who cares? You make money. You don't have to care what we think. Yeah, so price action for me is huge too. I think your name is written backwards. Ballard Frederick. I think that's what it is. Ballard Frederick. But yeah, it's price action, and then the order flow dials me into the trade. On a high time frame, it's just volume profiles, order flow. Yeah, so bingo. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about whatever just because we don't care. I personally don't have any ego attached to the way that I trade. And I feel like I try to do that on purpose so that I don't fall into a trap. But there's so many ego traps in this dumb game anyway. Like, I just
Well, I
try to
think
stay
everyone
away.
just develops like, okay, so what, you made $5 on a trade. Then they develop a God complex,
Yeah.
and they're all over Twitter talking about my level, given who gave you this first.
Never forget
Like
my level.
my level given to you in advance.
That's
Like,
my favorite.
okay, dude, so what? You made a few bucks. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's always the people who will never show you what they risked on it, right? That's the hallmark of who's for real and who's not. Everyone can show a winning trade. Everyone can show their entry. What was their risk before they showed you a break even stop? That's what's important.
Yes, just refusing to even test this node.
I know. I don't believe this NQ moved down at all until
No.
ES follows suit. What is it about the EMAs? Well, they were what I had before I discovered Overflow. 5 minute. That's why I only use 5 minute. I don't have EMAs on any other time frame. So it's a 5 minute, 9 and 20. The 9 I really like because when the market's really moving one way, the 9 always gets revisited, whether it catches up to price or price pulls back to the 9. I will not execute if price is still away from the 9. It's either too expensive or it's too cheap. I'm going to wait. And it keeps me in line, keeps me out of losing trades, stuff like that, and gives me a better gauge. The 20, same thing. It doesn't get tapped as often, but once it does, after extending quite a ways, it's a pretty reactive spot. Secondly, because there are two of them, if they are both like sloped, obviously it's a strong trend. It can't happen without a strong trend. If that's the case, I will look for price to come back to the 9 before I take any rebid or reoffer to get on with the trend. It keeps me in line, keeps me out of getting in too early. That's just what I'm used to, and I'm used to it because I've looked at it as a visual for so long. So that's literally the extent of my usage of the 9 and the 20. Some days it doesn't even exist to me. Like earlier in the day, to me it would not have existed. I'm like, it's just going back and forth. It's meaningless until price finally gave us some slope DMAs and held it like 1 or 2 times. Then I'm like, okay, well, now maybe it means something. But when they're not doing anything about it, they might as well not exist. There's always a time and a place for anything and
Look at this
everything.
freaking thing. Look at this freaking buyer right here. 516.
Mm-hmm.
Just Chad mode. Not a tick below. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do about this guy, 516.
Over
Ridiculous.
leveraged trader. That's why you're true to your name, man. Consistency is the key to success.
Michael Pitts, I am using most of the volume profiles you'll see, unless I've got the ugly chart going on. This is just the RTH volume profile. So 9:30 Eastern to 4 o'clock. And then, it resets, of course. Ugly chart is a rolling 5-day. So every 5 days, the last 5 days is always going to be right here.
Alex Love, yes, if it works for you, it is all that matters. Honestly, if something works for you guys, there's no reason to even defend it. If someone starts like shitting on your strategy somewhere on the internet, who cares? It works
Yep.
for you. It makes you money. Why do you have to defend it?
You can
don't owe
just write
anybody
that
anything.
person down as somebody that's not very nice and just keep on
Yeah,
moving.
you don't
baby.
owe anybody anything.
Nope.
We're in here to make money. Like if you make it, it's fine. Who cares what anybody else says? MM 5 minute only. Yeah, my EMAs are only 5 minute. Copper futures. Yeah, Elam. That's pretty much, yeah, all roads, no matter what styles and strategies, it leads to the same thing. It's waiting for the right setup, taking that, and then just managing the risk. Everyone gets too worked up about all the other stuff in between. Everyone
Yep.
gets all upset on Twitter. I swear, every Friday, as soon as the market's closed, there's a burning trash can somewhere on Twitter, and everyone's fighting over trading, of all things, arguing over trading.
Dero, that was a Modest Mouse song, and I think this is a Phoenix song that just came on. I've got Silver Sun Pickups radio on right now. I'm getting a little vibey. Kevin Roth asks Stowe, what's the weekly P&L looking like? It's great. Thanks, Kevin. It's a very personal question. Yeah, I'm having a very good week.
Guys, please hit the likes for Stowe's
yeah.
very good week. Or else he won't have a good week next week.
Still possible. Most days have been cool. Yeah, today I really, really blew that morning. I haven't done that in a while where I got over my skis, but it was still a good process win because I caught it pretty fast and was able to shut up and figure it out. So that was good. Um, yeah. Do we show our daily results? Well, Daniel, I was posting stats for a very long time. I posted a bunch of winning days, a bunch of losing days, my P&L throughout those. But more importantly than P&L is the risk to reward ratio that I shoot for. And then also the win percentage I shoot for. So I try to live in a like 1.25 to 1.5 risk to reward ratio consistently with a 52 to 55% win rate. And I do that, I've talked about this a bunch with different size um, bracket orders, things like that. So you can go back through my Twitter if you want to see all those things. I haven't posted one in a while because it kind of became a pissing contest about P&L. And I feel like that was taking away from, honestly, to be frank, it was taking away from my trading to have to show and be wary of that. So I did it for 2 months, and I feel like I'm good. I explained
Honestly, at the end of the day, you guys are
where I
seeing
need
it
to
in
come
real
from
time
with
if you're
that.
tuning in. You're seeing what we're all doing in real time. So
Yeah,
there's no
and
need for a final score.
I don't want to be the P&L guy on Twitter, and I feel like I turned into that for a couple months. And yeah, and I don't want to be because I think
Well, I
that
think it's
kind of
more like you were
sets
forced
weird
into it
expectations.
by people.
I was,
I
yeah.
guess by Twitter, they kind of pigeonholed you into that without you even trying to be there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like yeah, it sucks. But I
But
mean,
I don't, yeah,
if you guys are
I didn't want a
wondering,
part of that
P&L,
toxic
like
thing.
people want to see as a takeaway for performance. If you want to see the performance, it's here in real time. It's on stream. It's live. So yeah, there's no short to be had. Yeah, they are denying me my dreams of a dead body setup. It would be a dead body setup, quite literally, but they said no. I don't think so.
Carlos, no, it's not pressure. Like, okay, so the way that I look at stats and the reason I look at my own stats all the time, I look at it once a week and then I look at it at the end of the month is I just know from years of analyzing the way that I'm comfortable to trade. I'm more of a base hit trader than a trend like continuation trader. I really rarely hold a runner. So I just know I know the ratios that I'm comfortable with, and that is like where it lives when I'm trading well. So I kind of use stats to check in on myself and make sure I'm not, because I have to be my own boss, and it's kind of one of the difficult parts of this job is you have to be your own boss all the time, be hard on yourself, be nice to yourself, find ways to encourage yourself. It's kind of weird, right? So I learned forever ago that when I'm trading at my best, which is not greedy, not fearful, somewhere in the middle, it's about a 52% win rate with the 1.3 risk to reward ratio over the span of months. So I check in on that weekly. And if I have an outlier week down, I try to dig into those days and figure out what I did wrong. It's just a way to like zoom into my process because I'm more of a discretionary trader. I'll take a couple shots at an idea and it's just like in the moment, there's no way to gauge for me if that was stupid or not until I get back to the weekly stats and I can go to that day and be like, you were maybe my risk to reward ratio ends up being 0.9. Like that's bad. Even if I made money that day, that's not good. So I know that I need to drill down into my process a little bit. Because if you just use like people asking about P&L and stuff, if you just use P&L as your only measurement of performance, that's not really accurate because, you can get lucky,
It's
you
not
can get
accurate at all.
unlucky. It doesn't
Who's to
account
say
for
like, okay, you
variance.
ended up green, but maybe on that one last trade you sized up like 3x
Right.
and it just happened to be the one that works. Like it's a lot of things.
Yeah.
P&Ls,
So
yeah.
you can leave your process and make money doing bad things that are not good for your process And the only way you'll know that is if you have a gauge of what you're supposed to do based on, for me, based on stats. Now, that's just specific to me. Some people don't look at stats, and that's fine too. But the whole purpose of me posting those stat posts was to give people an idea of a way that you can also check in on yourself and be honest with yourself in the moment, it like weekly, monthly. That's a way to be your own boss.
I think it goes for everybody. If you're tying, if you think the results of your performance are directly tied to P&L, that's how you get stuck in the hamster wheel. You're always
Yeah.
gonna have those days where you do the wrong thing, you get rewarded for it, and now you're back in the hamster wheel. You can never break out of it. It's like the temporary solution, right? And the problem remains permanent.
Yeah. I also don't really like to live like that anyways, like in the world. I find the more focused I am on P&L, the worse my trading becomes also. So,
Same.
yeah.
Just gotta do your best to just, you can't not care, but essentially just like, hey, it's there or it's not. I'm gonna try it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I know through time and testing and proof of concept that it's a net positive thing, and I'm gonna keep doing it and nothing else.
Yep.
Right. So if I was so eager to short, who knows where I'd be right now? Instead of just waiting for ES. And then I'll look back and be like, well, ES never broke it. Why didn't I just wait for that as confirmation? And then yeah. So over time, you live with it.
Edwards says, does volume profile adjust its data to the visible part of the chart automatically, or am I seeing things differently on my chart? No, it all depends on what you're doing. This is just for RTH. So, like as soon as the market opens, it begins to build over here, and then when the market closes, it will stop building. So it just depends on how you have it set. You can of course set your volume profile to see many different time frames, however you want to see it. You can set it to just see visible bars on screen. So it's just probably a setting you gotta mess with there, Edwards. Not a stupid question. No stupid questions, bud.
What do you think are reasons that edge in order flow scalping cannot erode? On one hand, I can say edges do get blunted. They do, I wouldn't say they erode, but you have to through different environments of the market.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I would say order flow scalping, the edge not be eroded because it is very matter of factly. So when you're an order flow trader, you subscribe to auction market theory. And that theory doesn't just apply to trading, it's everything. It's earlier I used an example in another stream. I used a Porsche 911 example. Let's just, all right, let's do this. Let's use this volume. Right here is, wait, I think I used a high time frame. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna regurgitate this thing. So
You
5-day
can
rolling.
show
This is
XY's full
where,
screen for this, by the way. I'm not doing
oh,
anything over here.
oh, my bad.
No, I'm just telling the production team they can just zoom into you while you do
Actually, I
this.
think this is, yeah, it's good
Is
enough.
that good?
Anyways,
Okay.
this is where they trade, right? Porsche 911, $300,000 to $100,000. It's been 10 years. This is where they trade at. They buy and sell for anywhere from 1 to 3. You can see that once they sell for 1, they get scooped up pretty quickly. Anything under, there's a lot of buyers in the market. Not too many willing to sell. One day, someone decides to sell it for $80,000 right here, outside the range. And a dude saw it and he freaked out. He's like, oh my goodness, prices are going down. I gotta front run this. I need to sell mine now while I still can. He sold it for 50K down here. Instantly bought up. Instantly bought up. No one's willing to after seeing that. And now 80Ks are getting instantly bought up. And then now we're back in here. So the whole market has just seen and digested the information that anything under 100K is extremely cheap. 100K is already extremely cheap, right? And then it goes back. It's like, all right, sellers are like, I'm not selling for 100. I'm not selling for 80. I'm definitely not going to be that guy at 50. This is the whole shorter right here. He freaked out and sold at 50K, right? The market's seeing this. This is auction market theory. And so it goes back into the range that has been proven to be the most efficient buy and sell price for 10 years now, right? And every time someone sells for 300K, right, and one person buys it, the whole market's like, oh my goodness, they're willing to buy at 300K. I'm willing to sell mine. And then the one or two buyers dry up, and everyone's like, well, I'm just sitting on this. If I want to sell, I got to sell it lower. And that's auction market theory. So as an order flow trader, this is what we're thinking. We're thinking auction market theory. We're thinking if the market gets out of its range and shows no interest in business, downside, which means no interest in anyone willing to offer anything at that price, right? It's just going to go back. And if you see that information, you're going to use it and be like, all right, I know where to buy and I know where not to buy, right? I know where to sell and where not to sell. Well, no one knows anything, but with old information, you can get a good idea. A dude he's spooked and he sold at 50K, and look what happened, right? So now the sellers are all going to see it like, I'm not selling down there. So how'd that make sense? If you like Porsche 911s, don't do what this guy did.
Like Florida Man said, and this has been Micro
Attention
Econ
traders,
with XYZ.
It's algo time.
Oh, it's already algo time? Oh, cool. Okay.
Time flies when you're doing economics class.
Not a trade to be taken.
Yeah, sorry
All right.
guys. I don't know where we're at on the likes. I don't imagine it's that high because we're not doing much. But hey, we can't do anything. Sorry.
We did some stuff. We
Hit it
talked
before
about
Jim kills us.
some stuff. We talked about we answered some questions. We got trolled a bit. It's been a usual
Honestly,
Thursday.
it keeps it interesting.
Gotta keep it spicy, baby. 233? I don't know what the new quota is. I heard it went up.
It's like 330 or something. So
Oh, Lord.
we will not get to see our families today. We get to see each other in the morning tomorrow.
I'm excited. That's gonna be great. Tomorrow's gonna be a good day.
Maybe
I'm gonna
we'll get some trades.
I'm gonna get some good sleep. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, so I hope that analogy helped. I can't really tell if it helped, but that's that.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
ES still has pretty shitty high. I think everything's shitty, actually. This whole thing is shitty. Just throw it all away. We'll try again tomorrow.
That's the great part about being a day trader. Are we day traders? I don't know. Think
We're
so,
day
right?
traders, yeah.
Day traders, yeah.
Right?
The cool part
Yeah,
about being a
exactly.
day trader
Something like that.
is
Market
you just
speculators.
yeah. Had a bad day, try again tomorrow.
But you gotta still have money left over to try again tomorrow.
Yeah, you gotta stay alive. That's the important part. This
What
body
kept me
lives
from
up here.
shorting? ES not playing ball. ES still trading at the highest node willingly. That's like the opposite of showing weakness. So I can't fade that.
Mark has a good question. He says, "Am I going to take the NADRO course?" So I have years ago. They offered a mini NADRO. I don't know if that still exists, but it was a smaller one. And I watched that. Truthfully, the OG VWAP inspirer for me was Anthony Crudele, one and only. And he was one of the first videos of anybody I saw that was meaningful to me in any ways, like 4 years ago. So I try not to say that out loud when he's paying attention because I don't want him to think that, I'm a nerd. but no, the mini NADRO was cool. I'm not really in a place where I'm trying to learn anything new. And to Merritt's great credit, he also told me that when when we talked and I joined the desk, he was like, "Hey man, I'm here to help you whenever you need. I just want you to do your thing and, chill and have a good time. And, we'll see what happens." So yeah, I don't really like to try to change what I'm up to unless it's like drastically not working. And I haven't really run into that problem in a couple years where I've had to make like a big systemic change. I'm still doing that ICT setup because I lost a bet. Don't worry. I'm going to pay that off and hopefully learn something in the process, but I'm not going to be like trying to relearn something that a methodology I'm already into. Is it double or nothing time? Double or nothing. I don't know if they had a clip for that or not.
Dude, they do now. That was a tough one. That was nice.
That's my Batman voice.
Yeah, honestly, that was tough. Chat thinks so too.
Yeah, I use a daily loss limit, of course. So does XY. His is just several $100,000 more than mine.
Same, same. It's the same thing, honestly. Daily loss limit is the house. Yeah, thanks for being here, guys. I mean, yeah, not much we could have done, but a lot of regular faces in here. We
Look at
appreciate
this
you
thing.
guys.
I mean, like this that was the last. When do we get on stream? Where's 2:30? Holy crap.
We
Dude, this sets a record. This sets a record for the tiniest range for sure for us.
hold on, hold on. All right, all right, all right. We price was trading like what, 773 when we got on,
Yeah,
and just now it's so yeah, like a 20 some point range.
my word.
Very cool.
Hey, thanks. Thanks, Hans. I'm glad you liked it. We really do appreciate you guys and all questions. Nice ones, mean ones. Bring them on. That's how we have something to talk about. This Jesse guy is so
What
pissed.
a joke. I know he's talking about you. He's not talking about me, man. He's talking about you,
Uh,
stuff.
no, no, no. He's not. No, no, no. He's gonna have to do a lot of work to become my number one troll.
All right, all right. Where does he stand? 10. 10 is the 620 guy,
Mm.
and the 5 is the 420 guy. Where is he?
I did hate 620 guy with a passion for like a
Arch
whole
nemesis
week.
kind of thing, you know?
No, my number one troll is that Wojak guy. He's much more fun.
You have a troll? I think Kane has a personal troll too.
Yeah, Kane's got a lot of trolls.
Yeah, but he's pretty high profile though.
Yeah, yeah.
Comes with the territory, man. What can you do? I think all of NT Live's community thinks of you when 620 is on the table. I
I
think
know
you
Pharm.
have
I even
made
got
you
Pharm
have
tweeting at me about it.
it has become lore.
Yeah.
620 guy will echo through the ages.
No, actually, chill guy. I do not have any beef with that person. That people that are grouchy on the internet, I find this is a little piece of insight that I've gleaned over the years. I find that when people are really mean on the internet, it usually means that that is how they feel about themselves. And so I try to meet that with kindness if I can. It's not easy. Sometimes it's hard to meet that with kindness in the moment because, it sucks when people are mean to you. That's what I would tell my kid anyway. But the same thing when my kid gets, people are mean to her in
Honestly,
school.
I
Think
think the
about every bully
reality
you ever
is
had.
people who are upset, are mean, are miserable, and misery loves company. Don't give them the company. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
They're just mad, they're taking it out on you. Obviously, they've got their own problems. You don't have to be one of them, and they don't have to be one of yours, right? So,
Yep. I
oh,
remember
hey,
that.
look, my
So,
dog's in the chat.
oh, nice.
Cool. He loves you, Stowe. 620 is the level. No, you know what? From now on, 620 is Stowe's level. All of them. All 620s.
All 620s up and
Every
down, baby.
620. Stowe's level.
Um, Something I learned when I was a little kid that I'm very grateful that I got to learn. My mom is a teacher. She's been a teacher for a million years. And there was this bully that was in school and he was super mean to me all the time, like hated my guts. I had no idea why. I was not a big kid in school, so I got picked on fairly easily and tossed around. Uh, I told my mom about this. I was like, man, I hate this guy. This guy sucks. And she very politely sat me down and explained what that guy's actual life was like. And it was horrible. His home life was terrible. And he had a much worse life than I had. Very blessed to grow up with, the family and parents that I had. And that's when I figured out a very long time ago that it usually when people are treating you a certain way, it's not usually about you. It's normally about something else. And
Yeah.
if you don't take that personally, um it doesn't hurt you and you can just let that go and ideally meet it with kindness if you have the energy for that.
Do you know what's funny? Remember that guy that came in one day and said I look like his mom?
Yes.
Well, JS says, yeah, I sound like his mom.
Oh my God. What did I walk into?
Hey, Jim.
Oh,
Oh, nothing. You walked into a afternoon with no available trades, so me and XY had to use.
we're grasping at straws.
Yeah.
Are we watching though the ES making all-time highs?
Yep. Yeah, furiously.
Wow. Crazy, right?
I mean, that was a lot. 65.21. Look at that. Look at all that buy up there.
You know, that Goldman Sachs prediction is 6,700 by the end of the year is starting to look pretty good right now.
Cedric Golden says good trading today.
Thanks, bud. Thank you.
Maybe we'll get
Oh,
some in the morning tomorrow. Oh, I gotta set my alarm real early tomorrow.
Don't worry. You need a text? Do you need to wake up? I can be your wake up call.
Please don't call me. I'll
well,
figure it out.
well, hey, you think if we go to sleep, I mean, we've got,
You said it. All
even have 300 likes. We might not go to sleep. We might just roll right into the morning.
right, I gotta get DoorDash going. Give me a second.
I mean, slow your roll, guys. Hang on a second. You ain't going nowhere.
Oh, you guys heard it live, not the soundbite.
Oh, that was not the soundbite. Oh my God. Riley, I agree with you. A great stream for sure. These guys always do a great stream.
Thanks, Riley. Thanks everybody, honestly, for chilling with us. There wasn't much trading to do, but we talked about, I mean, we did some things were done. We did some stuff. So
I think so. Well, maybe, probably not.
No, it was a great stream for sure. You guys are back tomorrow morning, right?
that's right, 10 a.m. But I
In
will
the
be locked
morning.
in. I will be locked in bright and early at the bell.
Oh, all right. Let me go over the schedule for tomorrow because this is not an ordinary Friday morning. There is nothing ordinary about what's about to happen
Nope.
Oh
to
yeah.
this stream tomorrow. It's must see TV. We're starting off with, well, me and Shai will start it off, and then we have and actually a real special guest. Her name is Tammy Marshall. She goes by Trader Tammy One, also known as the Fibonacci Princess. And she, she's kind of a prodigy of Carolyn Broden, who is the Fibonacci queen. I've known Carolyn forever, and she sets the gold standard for everything fibs. And Tammy's husband is Trader Bruce, who's very involved in streaming and online trading. And so she's got a lot of pedigree. She's been on the show before, NinjaTrader 1.0. She's awesome. So she's going to start it off right away. And really nice person, really, really great interview. After that, it's not the regular Capital Preservation Friday because Pax is going to trade live. And he might trade live off the bat. I don't, you never know when he's going to place a trade. He might not wait for the open. He might just go, ready, Russell, and boom, Pax is going to be busy. That's for sure. So that's going to be a wonderful start. And then you guys are going to come in, and there's going to be volatility, and there's going to be action. And I'll tell you why. Because tomorrow we have that PCE number that's embedded in that personal income and outlays report on a Friday, and that's going to talk to PCE from last month. It's not the last quarter GDP PCE, but it's more contemporary and it's more powerful. I know the Fed is looking at, at employment more these days, but this PCE is going to be super wicked important. So that's going to set the tone for you guys for
Okay.
trading the open. Yeah, and then we have, retail inventories, wholesale inventories, international trading goods, Chicago PMI, consumer sentiment. So there's a lot of stuff happening tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning is going to be pretty interesting, fellas.
Is that PCE a pre-market release? Is that an 8:30?
8:30, baby.
Okay, cool. Good.
Yep. I'm waking up early. So,
Sweet.
yeah.
Well, I've been doing a thing. I've been listening to the show in the morning as I do my walk and run, and it's been great. So then I get on, sit down at the desk, and then I'm in the show. It's quite a fun game I've got going on.
I love when you do that. It's my hack is, I get up pretty early. I walk the dog really, really early, and I put my Beats by Dr. Dre on, and I
He
listen
had to plug it
to
in. He had to plug in the designer, brother. He had to get real designer with it. Not just head. These aren't just headphones.
These are
Yeah, I
by
gotta put
Dr.
my
Dre.
Beats by Dre
I
on.
got my Legacy Eyes that shirt on, and I listen to the Wall Street Journal because they record their articles. Not all of them, but just the headline ones.
Oh, cool.
And so
I
you
didn't know
get
that.
and they publish stuff early. 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm listening to what's going down in the world, and it's that's how I start mine.
Dude, that's awesome. I might have to steal that idea from you. That's cool. Do you need
Yeah.
like a separate subscription to do that? Or do you just need to like? All right, I'll have to have you tell me.
You got to
Yeah.
go buy some Beats first. We just got flexed on. Stowe.
I
I don't
did.
know
I
if you
did.
realized.
I don't have any Beats by
And
anybody.
get the ones by Dr. Dre too. Don't get the other
Beats by Stowe.
Oh my God. Any event, guys, great job today as usual. Appreciate you. Thank you, everybody in the chat, everybody that's participating in NinjaTrader Live. This is the greatest community. Tomorrow, don't miss it if you can. Hopefully to see it tomorrow morning. It will be epic. In the meantime, most important message of the day, please be safe out there. Be good to each other. See you soon.
Thanks, chat. See you
You
tomorrow.
guys.